Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Told ya I'd be back. I'm going to discuss just a little of Jim and then I'm going to go to Jerry. So I just thought I'd start it here. This is the colonoscopy the day after. Again, these are my opinions, my thoughts. So let's just go ahead and, oh, I don't know how loud this is. Let me just turn it all the way up. The reason why I'm doing it here, because I can open another page, see if this works. If not, I'll try something else. Let's see.
There's no, polyps or anything like that, so my
That's a
colon
good
is
thing.
nice and healthy.
Good thing to hear.
The only thing I didn't like about the whole thing was waking up. Not that I didn't want to wake up, but because of its allergy season and whatnot, I woke up coughing up a storm. It just the phlegm build up because I'm pretty sure I laid on my side the whole procedure. And
okay, I don't know if any of my subscribers know that I recently had a colonoscopy myself. So I'm very familiar with it because I just had it within the month. So when they put you out, it's just something in your IV. I didn't get a tube down my throat or anything. It was probably, I think they said, a 7-minute procedure total. So I just want to let you know this is something I just recently did.
That kind of thing. The doctors did suggest doing a sleep study for sleep apnea.
Very important. It's not nothing to play with.
I don't know if it's because the fact I woke up coughing or what the deal was. Maybe I was snoring during the procedure. I don't know.
Or he could have been snoring during the procedure, or maybe they noticed that he wasn't breathing sometimes. So he needs to really get that checked out and don't go slow.
That was one of the things I suggested. Otherwise, I have the imagery from the colonoscopy.
Yep, they do give you
which
that.
was interesting to look at. Because, you don't know what your internal bits and pieces look like until you get, pictures. I am still a little groggy. Yesterday I came home and practically slept the rest of the day, on and off.
Okay. It's a very low dose of Propanol, I believe it's called. It puts you to sleep, a gentle sleep. I was not groggy when I came home. I could have driven home. That's how good I felt when I was done. And then, I picked my granddaughter up from preschool, and I cooked, and I cleaned. So, let me see.
When I shut down for the night, basically, I was sleeping soundly. And then, I don't remember what time it was, close to 2 o'clock in the morning, I was awoken by nature. And I don't mean me having to go to the restroom. I mean a very loud thunderclap.
Oh, okay.
And it stormed practically all night long.
Okay, I remember Jerry mentioning that in her video.
There was one point in time where I woke up at 4. And it wasn't loud, but you can still see lightning and hear the distant thunder. And I woke up mostly because I was hungry. I mean, when I wasn't sleeping, I was eating. On the way home, Mom asked what I wanted for lunch, basically, because the procedure was almost a 4-hour procedure. I got there at
Okay, so I'm assuming he's talking about from walking into the building to walking out of the building. When I went in, I was taken in with the first 10 minutes. The procedure was 7. And then I think it was an hour after the procedure. An hour. I believe it was an hour. So it was like maybe an hour and a half, so.
11:15. It wasn't until 11:45 I was ushered into the...
There's a half hour.
Pre-op. And I was just like, okay. Okay. my the nurses and whatnot were very nice, very helpful. Talked to me through the whole thing. But it was just one of those kind of, I was not really nervous. I was more anxious to get it done, and I don't know why. But I think part of it was because I just like, I'm not the one. I'm not one for the hurry up and wait game. I grew up with the military, and I was just like, no.
His father
But it actually
retired from the military, I'm thinking?
They put me under. Like when they got me into the operating room, they hooked me up to the anesthesia.
Right to the IV.
I was like, okay. Sure.
No fighting it.
And as I was starting to drift, the doctor was like, "Are you getting sleepy?" I'm like, I couldn't speak. I was just, yeah. So once I was out, they did their thing. I don't know how long that took.
Not long.
But, you know, they rolled after that. I woke up basically in the recovery room. And I was, like I said, I woke up, you know, coughing and hacking up, phlegm and all that stuff.
He's not a smoker either.
But, like I said, they gave me a clean bill of health, so
Good.
I was happy.
Very good.
I'm slowly waking up. I've been up since 11. That's when Jerry woke me up and said, "Do you think you should get up?" And I'm like,
Wow, sleeping to 11?
yeah, I guess I should. She was asking me, like, pertinent questions, like, how do you feel? Feeling better, you know, questions I would expect her to ask, not only because of the fact that she was once a caretaker,
Okay.
but
Oops, sorry.
she had,
Sorry about that. I'll just go on.
a three-part video from, you know, from yesterday, an hour and a half.
So I was going to say, we did the 3-part video was something, she was so happy, and then went whoosh, crashed. But hold on.
That long video that she broke up in 3 pieces about how she was feeling and all her nervousness and whatnot from yesterday.
Oh, from the tornado?
Like she was like trying to get me to stay awake, and I'm like, I can't. All I can do is lay in the bed because after every time I tried to get up to move to go to the bathroom, I was dizzy.
Wow.
And had to use the walls to lean against just to move.
Wow.
Get into it.
I don't know. You guys can let me know if you guys felt that way after a colonoscopy. Either that or maybe the medicine didn't agree with him. I'm not sure, but grabbing the walls and stuff, I wonder if his sugar was off.
Restroom. And I was just, yesterday was one of those like, oh, you have 2 choices. Basically, that's the way I felt. I had 2 choices yesterday: eat and sleep. And then, unfortunately, you know, answer the call of nature.
Wow.
I'm still kind of coughing up stuff and whatnot, and I think that's just because of the allergies. And
Here's the thing.
You know,
Someone also mentioned in my comments, yes, I know they have allergies. They use over-the-counter Benadryl. They use nose spray. They use Claritin and melatonin. I would be exhausted the next day. I would be exhausted always. So how they function with all this medication that they're putting into them, I don't know.
I'm trying to sleep. But all in all, I'm doing better. I'm still a little I mean, I can get up without feeling lightheaded or disoriented.
That's good.
I don't feel like I have to sleep like I did yesterday. I was in that bed yesterday almost over 12 hours.
Wow. Here's another thing I have to ask. Jim, as a young Jim, 25 years ago, was he active? Was he showing signs of that ADD, ADHD? Because I have yet to see it. We'll see.
But on our way home.
Wait, I also believe the Christmas tree is still up, and we're going to be in June. Might as well leave it up.
We
Sorry.
got to Arby's because I was hungry. I mean, with the way I scarfed down that roast beef sandwich yesterday, I could probably eat more, but it was advised to me to go light at first, so I don't cause stomach cramps or discomfort one form or another.
Now I know. Goodness, am I gonna keep doing this? Hold on.
I had noticed on this morning.
Sorry, guys. After I was done, they brought me some ginger ale and some crackers and cheese, and then I asked for another package because I was hungry. But I'm sure they gave him something to eat and drink as well.
Blog from yesterday implies yesterday that somebody was concerned about. She thought I could only have clear liquids. No, I could have any kind of liquid as long as
Any kind of liquid, as long as it's not red. I want to say that it was purple or blue. But yeah, it's just clear liquids. It's just, your basic liquid diet that you do.
as long as it's a liquid, nothing solid. So Thursday's meals consisted of the Gatorade with Miralax.
I'm going to speed him up, guys.
Broth, no noodles or anything like that. Just,
I'm sorry.
The nurse that I talked to said that it was okay to have like gelatin. So I had like one or two things of lime.
Sorry,
gelatin.
I sped him up.
But because it's a liquid base, even though it's in a solid form.
Oh, that's another thing I was going to say. Jerry, being a teacher, hasn't taught him, and I know it's just a habit now with him to say fact rather than factor. I don't know. I don't know what she's teaching anybody, but okay.
But no breads, no meats, no solid.
Okay,
no solid
guys, I'm gonna switch. I can't. Let me go up here. Come on. Okay, this is Wednesday. Okay, you see, I haven't watched this, so.
I'm a little winded this morning from the bronchial problem.
A little winded.
So forgive me if I
That's
sputter off.
That's sad.
Or something like that. I wanted to address a couple little things that I got in the comments.
Okay.
The one that I really want to dig into is the one about my condition after my procedure. Now the colonoscopy, I'm gonna get into some graphic details, so I apologize.
No, please, no picture.
From what the nurse told my wife on the phone, I was not totally.
From what the nurse on the phone told his wife. Now, I have a hard time believing that Jerry's going to be honest, but let's just see.
Free of waste material. So they had to flush it out.
Not free of waste material. That Docalax and Miralax together cleans you out, and it cleans you out good. Not just that, they take stool softeners as well. So, okay, hold on. But this is Jerry telling him.
Air plus water up my bum.
My bum. Sorry. When they do a colonoscopy, they do blow air and water that helps keep it clean and irritation. So that's something normal. So let's see what Jerry told him. That's in a normal colonoscopy.
Now, I couldn't tell you if they did that or not because of the fact that I was out cold from anesthesia. What I can tell you is because I was laying on one side the whole time for at least an hour.
Did he just say he was laying on his whole side for at least an hour? Yes, he did. I pulled this up. I've got him going fast, so.
Maybe maybe more.
Maybe more. The procedure doesn't take that long to do a colonoscopy. And I kid you not, it does not.
Not 100% sure. But
Jerry might have told him it took
I do
longer.
know that when I came out of anesthesia, I was literally hacking up a whole lot of mucus and junk,
Sorry.
and had wheezing fits, which I am now having right now.
A wheezing. I had to look. Does he have asthma?
And this is the way I've been since I came home Friday evening.
Ooh.
The dual problem with what's going on is the fact that I cannot toss and turn during this procedure to keep the mucus building up on one side, causing my lung capacity to diminish because of the fluids building up in my lungs due to allergies and bronchitis. Now,
Hold on, and I'm sorry, you hear the vacuum and the shampooer. Tasha's cleaning the room all up, so I apologize, but did I really just hear that? Okay.
Now I know in the hospital room and whatnot, there was no allergens.
No allergens in the hospital room, but how many allergens in your home? You could look behind him, and there's a bunch of cluttered stuff. When Jerry Ann did her little room tour, that was cluttered beyond belief. And there's a lot of allergies and dust mites. And, I don't know about you guys, but I vacuum my mattress like once a month. I do my bedding twice, 2-3 times a week. So, whoo. Oh. Sorry.
They try to keep the allergens at bay. But when I came out of procedure and wheeled me to my mom's car, which I was not exactly happy about because I wanted to try to do it on my own, but at the same time, for safety.
Whenever you have a procedure done at the hospital and they put you to sleep, you get wheeled out by a wheelchair. Even if you can walk, it doesn't matter. Every patient is wheeled out to a car, so.
Protocol, I had to be wheeled out. They didn't want me to walk, which kind of made me feel a little like, great, I'm becoming a pansy. But not everybody can come out of anesthesia feeling like Superman.
I feel like Superwoman when I come out of it.
They told me
Sorry.
that it would take a day or two to fully recuperate my strength and whatnot after the procedure because there was no food in my system.
Wow. Now, did the doctors and nurse tell him that, or did Jerry tell that you won't regain your strength because there's no food? Yeah, we eat, we need food, but a liquid diet, I mean, there's many people that have to do it. So, wow.
My system for nearly 2.5 days. So,
doubtful. 2.5 days.
There's that part. There's the anesthesia part.
1.5 days.
Then there's the bronchial part. So that's why it took me several days to get enough energy and strength and whatnot to not feel like all I wanted to do was sleep for a day and a half. Now I know
Wait. He slept for a day and a half? You know what? He's exhausted. I get that because he's doing fetch and catch. And is Jerry grateful? No. But right now I'm doing Jim, and maybe later tonight I'll do Jerry. Gosh, it's an excuse after an excuse after an excuse with an issue, with another issue, with another issue. You sit there and you say all these things you're going to do, and then you don't get to them. So in your mind, you want to get them done, but you don't have the energy at 50 years old. I mean, you could just do one room a day. 1 room a day. 8 hours. Yep, you'll have to help your wife and do things, but you're not disabled. You're walking. You have use of your arms. You have use of your legs. You're a man. You're supposed to be the leader, the strong one.
Excuse me. I had a little bit of food, Arby's, Friday evening.
Still talking about it.
Even after eating and coming home, well, we brought Arby's home for everybody, so it wasn't just for me. I just felt very sleepy.
Wow.
And that's all I wanted to do Friday, was just sleep. They say it's not good for a person to do that after having.
It probably isn't good. I've never, heard of that. I've been put under anesthesia for hours during surgeries, but with the Propanol, which is something that is just, it's a quick sleep. I've never seen anyone affected, any of my relatives or friends affected for a day and a half with no energy. You are at the same energy level you are always at. I'd love to see some ADHD movement, or, not complaining all the time. You know what? You were blessed to wake up today, or this day. You were blessed to wake up. Let's look at the good things.
Having a procedure of any kind where you're under anesthesia, they want to try to keep you alert and awake. My wife did not do that. Don't jump on her for that, because that was my choice. She was.
I'm gonna cough. My wife did not do that. So in other words, she didn't check on him to make sure he was awake and such. She just must have let him sleep. She knew right where he was too, right next to her in bed. Hold on. Sorry.
She wasn't trying to force anything, but she was trying to make sure I was okay. And I know that evening my sleep was kind of broken between Jerry checking on me and me waking up coughing up a lung. And that takes a lot out of me. I mean, just the coughing factor.
Definitely does. Coughing, I pull my back.
It hurts my lower ribs. It takes the wind out of me. It makes me feel like, okay, I gotta pause. Try to calm down. Try to breathe normal, and then hope I don't start coughing a lung where I have to start.
I think you need to see your. I think you need to see your primary doctor and let him maybe listen to your lungs, do an x-ray of your lungs. But a lot of the problem is the house probably has mold as well, and we've seen a lot of dust. And then there's dust mites living on all the hoard, so.
Just to go about my day. Now, today is Wednesday.
So this was 2 days ago.
Yeah, Monday I started, projects around the house. I was rearranging my pantry because it became a just throw it on a shelf situation, which is very, yes, it's very lazy of me, because I'm just trying to get stuff away so I can go about whatever else needs to be done.
Now, it's been mentioned a lot that Jim plays video games. I don't know if it's PlayStation or what game unit, but you're 50 years old. I mean, limit yourself on the game station and work on the bedroom, work on the bathroom. Every day do a different room maybe. There's no children there. There's just his mom's cat. And actually, I posted that short because Mom had locked herself out. Jim's mom, Sally, had locked herself out, and the door was unlocked, and Jim, came in, and Jim wanted to know what that was. Or it was a knocking, I think. And she said, oh, good thing you were here. I locked myself out. I would have had to ring the doorbell. Well, if you would have had to ring the doorbell, that means that Jerry Ann does get up to get the doorbell. So, I don't know if anyone caught that, but
Maybe I shouldn't be doing this, but I'm stubborn, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep on doing this, and I'm just gonna try not to be so rampant.
does some of it sound like a forced cough, or is it me? And is it, whoa, whoa, woe's me, feel sorry for me? I've never heard two people complain so much in my life. In my life.
But because I know sometimes when I talk, I don't breathe enough, and that causes me to cough. But to try to get get a diagnosis for this cough and why it is what it is. I'm saying bronchitis because that.
So I'm going to look right at the camera right now. This was Wednesday. Today is Friday. Have you or Jerry called your primary doctors to get that appointment to be listened to? Or did you go to like a clinic after hours, or, you know, if you couldn't get into your primary? Because this is no joke if you're not breathing good.
Because the allergies, the pollen lately has been rampant.
Yeah, I mentioned that too.
My car is outside, and every time I go out to my car, I literally have to do a windshield wiper session on my front and rear window because it's got this nice glazing or thick layer of yellow pollen. And I'm like, okay, this is why I wanted a garage. Not a carport, but a garage. That way I don't have to get into my car and deal with a bunch of pollen.
Is that a lot of work? Is it a lot of work? I mean, you get in your car and all you do is turn your window wipers on. I'm amazed. I don't know how much longer this can be because.
But just what it is here in the Midwest or anywhere that has plant life.
Plant life.
Even though certain plants are not as heavy with the pollen. But here in the Midwest, we've got a lot of trees and plants that pollinate. I mean, and I don't mean just like lightweight pollen. I mean this nasty yellow green type stuff. But because of that being as bad as it is, it's like one of the worst years they've had here in
I gotta say, it is bad. I mentioned in one of my car vlogs that there was all the yellow stuff on the side of the road. I have yet to wake up to it on my windshield and back window or anything like that. It's just along the roads. Now it's all the white dandelions going.
in Missouri. I don't know whereabouts you guys are from and how bad it is where you are, but here in Rolla, here in Missouri, it's even the weathermen have been like,
I have so many people comment.
It's the worst. It's
on my other video.
Almost up there in the red level. So that's causing sinus issues, and at nighttime, it causes postnasal drip, which gets into my lungs and causes me to have the bronchitis, the seasonal bronchitis. So I'm thinking.
So he just diagnosed himself with seasonal bronchitis. He hasn't been to the doctors yet. I know everyone has seen The Room. Okay.
And just because it's really bad this year, that maybe I need some kind of rescue inhaler or something like that.
Whoa.
That and the doctors.
Maybe he does have asthma and doesn't know.
Didn't tell me to do it. They suggested a sleep test for sleep apnea. See, I had to listen to the word via Google 5 times to get it right. So yeah, you guys are right. It's apnea. I'm the one who's wrong, and because I kept my ears and whatnot were hearing it wrong, I just kept on going with what I heard. So I apologize to all you people I argued.
I get it. I got speech. I have speech impediment.
You guys are right. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I said obstetrician when I should have said optical or optometrist. So someone pointed it out to me. I thank you because I need to know this.
Today, and if I can't get a hold of my primary, I'm gonna have to go into
Oh,
the clinic.
okay, good, good,
Same building for this.
good. Make sure he goes. Let's see if a video comes out and he's gone already.
But otherwise, Jerry's in fairly good health.
Joey
Actually,
Z, I see you commenting.
Her wounds and whatnot are healing great. We only have to put a
Okay.
zero form.
His video is 1 hour and 5 minutes, and I'm only 10 minutes in. This is what happens. I can't watch it all, and I apologize for that. So my thoughts and opinions are, he's run down, he's tired. I don't think he has ADD, ADHD. You know, my thoughts and opinions are he very well may have a learning disability, which there's nothing wrong with that. Everyone learns differently at their own pace. And someone commented about an associate's degree. Yeah, I did get an associate's degree. Thank you. I went to college for 2 years, believe it or not. So really, I think if the house started getting picked up and, you know, like, I don't know about everybody, but I do wash my curtains probably every couple months. And I don't know how often they wash their curtains, do their ceiling fans, you know, dust the ceiling with one of those reachable dusters. Heck, when I didn't have a duster, I'd use a broom or put a towel on a mop. You know, you've got to get the dust out so you don't have allergies. That's why I could do really well in my house. But once I go outside, that's it. I'm coughing and hacking. So I do understand allergies. But if you had a colonoscopy and someone said, who was probably the anesthesiologist, that you needed a sleep study, I would 100% get a sleep study. As far as, you know, if you're the colonoscopy needing the air and the water, they do need air and water to get the tubing up, and that also cleans coming out. Hey, Pam, I see you. Cousin Pam. To Jim. Sorry. I mean, maybe you could put light on this. Was he a hyper child? Was he very active? Did he learn what he's doing now from his situation, from, you know, living with Jerry, seeing her work smarter, not harder? Well, sometimes, I mean, it's great to work smarter, not harder, but sometimes you don't exert energy then. And we need to exert energy, especially as we get older. We need to keep our joints moving, our muscles going, you know. We need to keep our body as young as we can. So I do feel sorry for Jim's mom. I 100% do. So I also had a comment from Phyllis, and she said that she does 100% know that Jerry does have stage 4 kidney cancer, and it is hospice. She cannot reveal her source, but she does say that she also has a package, I forgot the name of it, some from hospice, so like emergency medicines or something. But I don't think there was given any lunchtime, I'm sorry. Amelia's stuff just popped up, and it's her snack time, so I apologize about that. But anyways, this is already a half hour long. I'm only 10 minutes into this one. How far did we get in the other one? Oh, we did get, 9 minutes. I'm sorry, guys. I'm really sorry about that. And it's not that I want to be mean-spirited by any means. I do believe that, you know, I don't know why he would need a rest. He's not working now, so that's a good thing. So now he's home, so he can get more rested. But I think Jerry has him hopping and jumping, and I think if he gets too much in his brain, it gets all confused and jumbled, and maybe he gets very stressed and frustrated at that point. So don't overburden somebody who already apparently gets overburdened very easily. So that's my thoughts on this. This is what I'm going to say. I'm going to end this now. Let me know if you'd rather See, here's the thing. I want to go back on Jerry because there's a lot to point out from the back from when she first started to get you up to date. So I'd love to work on that video. What I would have to do if this is too small is use the TV and then stop this and then, you know, edit it out. So let me know how you would like me to do it, because I do think the big screen is better. But see, I was going to flip through some videos here and I'm sorry, I can't. So until later, guys, you know the famous thing. I will be back and, oh, let's do this. How do you get that off? Let's see if I can take a screenshot. Look at, I was playing them at 1.75 speed. Let me turn this off. And let me say, night-night, Jem. Sleep tight. And guys, until I see you later, take care. Bye.